Okay, we are live. Great. So we're going to finish this whole Bella Thorne situation. I think that looks pretty good. If anybody wants to tell me about it, if you guys show up, cool. And if not, I love it when you see it. Okay? Did. Okay. Cool. Okay. Come here, bud.
Oh. Okay, do I got a club random opening here?
1 second.
Club
Everybody
random.
wants you these days.
Oh.
That's gotta be like,
Hey there.
aren't you Mrs.
Okay, welcome to Club Random.
Oh,
This show's got it all. First of all, don't be fooled by anything you see through this TV. This is shot in like
sorry, not sorry. I had it at the right place, I promise. It was like right at the end of this whole situation.
all this crap from Amazon.com. Like, Bella's been to a real club in the last week.
We're almost at the end of the second
Wrong. All right?
season 2 episode season 20 episode 6.
If people want to, like, an example of somebody who, like, oozes sexuality, they say, like you, like they would have.
There we go. Cool.
Are you hitting on her?
Let him say the next word.
You ooze sexuality? And
she's
she's like, oh my fucking God, I'm gonna die.
Hey,
An
Dax.
example of somebody who, like, oozes sexuality, they say, like you, like they would have Pamela Anderson in a certain era.
Who was just re-exploited via the show that Seth Rogen, by the way. But listen, I ain't against these things, by the way. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is that if you're him, you can't be doing this if you want to be you.
If you want to be.
Okay? The other one I just
Let
brought up,
another-
Pam and Tom. If you're going to be Seth Rogen, you can't be showing Pam's sex tape to the world for a second time and reintroducing it to everybody who never even knew about it. And be a good little woke
And you're not
boy
going to be
still.
friends with James Franco anymore?
Exactly. Seth Rogen won't be friends with James Franco because
Perfect
James
thing to
Franco
me.
gave an accidental hug too close to some girl. Yet he'll re-exploit. Pamela Anderson is sitting there crying, going, I really wish this show didn't come out because now everyone is seeing my sex tape again. This is hell.
Hi, Angela.
I'm going back into a deep depression. I want to kill myself. And he's like, this is a really good show. By the way, I'm woke. You're not woke then. So Ethan
I feel
Klein,
like
Bill
anyone that
Maher, these
uses
people, you want
woke
to
at this
pretend you're the
point
good
is
guy.
like opposite
You're not
of
the
what
good
that
guy.
initially ever meant.
If you do this, leave this up to guys like me. You know what I mean? You can't be both. That's all this is. We're not saying one is actually bad, per se. Bella Thorne is a slut. We must sledge. I'm kidding. But she is. All right, let's see what happens here.
But she.
I mean, that's a lot to live up to.
Live up to?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, I think I guess technically it's like I'm already living it.
But
I think I've always been as well like
What does she have to live
kind
up
of a
to?
sexual
I was
person.
just thinking the
so
same thing.
I just feel
What does
like
she have to live up
even
to?
when I'm
Well, take that drink. Look at that. He's trying to get himself drunk so he could commit the crime. The crime of, taking it over the a little too far, by the way. Oh, who is this going? He might be one of these boomers who gets, like, violently mad that I'm making this video.
There's a chance.
Because he could be like
Very
a Joey
good
Diaz,
chance.
where he I know, but when
And
they
turn
see
into
it like
Coco
this,
Diaz.
it's different.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz has been seen comments they could live with. Being on national TV, under my microscope, that's where they snap. And Bill Maher could go full Coco Diaz. We've seen Nick DiPaolo, who's the same kind of guy as this. Cumia, same age. that age range cannot handle being reviewed. Okay? Do I keep going here?
I think this is about where
for a
we
couple
cut
more
off
seconds.
Okay,
before.
let's see what happens.
Not like trying to be sexual. People are still like, I don't know, she's so sexy. Like there's something like that's really
No, and I know the chat is saying, "Oh my God, that would be amazing." I know that sounds like a long shot, but I'm telling you, if he's on the computer at the wrong time and sees the wrong clip, he will go mad
He's on
and
the
he won't
computer at the wrong
understand.
time.
He'll think it's
He
like
won't
illegal.
understand.
Okay.
You know what?
Sorry, I was going to say the next time.
No, go ahead. Yeah, no, that would be wonderful.
We
Yeah.
could probably skip ahead to 2033. I'm trying to just do the best
2033.
ones, but the whole episode rules.
And if you're tuning in for the first time via like a clip that we post like this, not the Clippers version, our version. If you are tuning in and you're going, "Oh, but this guy looks so sick," yeah, I have suffering from cancer today.
Oink oink. That's an excellent question.
Undiagnosed.
Maybe his
Okay,
like
what is the
crazy
time right here?
mind. Who
2033.
knows? And who
Yeah, you can just press
who
Right,
play.
so
suggested
you're
that
okay.
it should be in his
Video
creepy
today.
ass basement?
I wonder what would happen if you kids had to go
Who
through
knows,
something
oink, oink.
really traumatic,
hope
like
not.
what they're going through in Ukraine now.
Oh, real nice. Look at him. I mean, he's staring off into space, just belittling her for no reason. I mean, she's done nothing. And again, we're 20 minutes in.
I'm pretty sure for the past 5 minutes, she's just been talking about how much anxiety. she
Yes.
And tapping her
And he
leg
just totally
because she has
blows that off with
anxiety.
this.
.com/video today. I wonder what would happen if you kids had to go through something really traumatic.
Like what? Like maybe being locked in this base? What would happen if you actually had to suffer? Well, I don't know. You don't really know my life story? I kind of have gone, oh, nonsense. You know? And it's
I don't want to watch that part for the third time just because I really do want to get past this Bill Maher motherfucker.
busted. How will he handle this? Will he drop the cool guy act and the drinking and go, "Oh, okay, I didn't know we were dealing with this. Let's talk about this now. Let's see."
I
Mm.
was molested growing up. I
Molested.
went through shit. Everybody goes
Well,
through
those are-
shit. Like,
well,
you know, when you kind of look
those are two
at a
major
book and you
things.
judge it by its cover and you say,
That's technically a rape joke, which I've rallied about on IG.
You
So,
can go to 29-25 and it's starting to get real
okay,
good.
wow,
real
29,
spicy here.
25. Okay,
We're
yeah.
peaking.
Okay, here we go. 29, 25. We're almost there.
to be honest, I love
But-
honesty. I'd rather someone give it to me fucking straight all day long than
This is
That's
29.
what you're
beyond
here for
this.
in Club Random.
yeah. Yeah.
So it might be right after
Oh,
this.
30-45. I'm so sorry.
30, 45. Okay, 30,
Apologies,
45.
apologies.
That's okay. Here at this is what Club Random wanted to look like through the wide shot. This is what he was thinking when he was building Club Random. You know, except
Short for Club
ours isn't as
Red,
random, I
what?
guess, thought out. So okay, let's go back to this and let's see what he does.
to my life, but I get asked like all the time, like these kind of very negative questions, wanting to talk about the
But-
dark things about anything, and you're
But,
like,
I mean, social
let's
media
around a little bit, guys.
has been rocket fuel for your career.
He's
Oh,
touching the chair. He's touching the chair.
She's talking about we're gonna examine that, but there's two things going on here. She's talking about how much social media has made her feel miserable. So he goes, social media has made your career. And then he starts leaning in. Look how close he's getting. Now, when I'm seeing this, I'm going, I'm making jokes. He's going to start grabbing her arm, right?
Yeah, social media's been
So-
rocket fuel for everyone's career. Like, damn.
Well,
like,
not mine.
you know.
But I did it the old-fashioned way.
I don't even think
Fuck
he
yeah.
thinks he did it.
But
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even think rocket fuel would help you, sir.
And then he kissed me. Da 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 da. Two different
It's
songs.
supposed to be a fist bump, Bill.
She
It's
went
a
to
bump.
fist bump him, and he grabbed her hand with the force of 10 kisses. Watch this happen as he slides right on
I did
in.
it the old-fashioned way.
Fuck yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
men do that with the fist bump every time. They still don't
How
know.
dare he?
How many black men have you gone like this to? And they keep going 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. By the time you're up the ceiling, everybody falls. That's insane. But he's touching her, folks. He's touching her. We're at the part where he starts touching because she didn't object. And he felt that human skin. Will he be able to resist, or must he go back for more?
This is a lesson to girls. You have about 30 minutes with Bill before the touching starts.
Yes, 30 minutes, and that's
I wouldn't give that guy
70
30
drinks.
seconds.
That way.
Fuck yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
Oh no! He uses the first. It's a fist bump. Then it's a clench, and then he uses that opportunity to explore. Ooh,
Bill
we're
Maher's
trying
like
this
the
move,
kind
Jeff
of
Leach.
guy
Wow.
that like forces you,
We're
or
gonna
a
witness
woman
this in
forces
real
a
time.
woman
It's
to
starting,
like forcefully
folks.
be like, stop
The
it.
touching.
But in this kind of
Fuck yeah.
situation, you kind of
Fuck yeah.
can't escape. It's so
that is quite a. Oh right, you're engaged
cruel,
now?
like
Oh.
I was kind of cruel and unusual, but it's like it's rude,
Only
you know.
in
It's like
film. Only
people
on
like
a
that
show.
literally do
Only
not
in a movie
care
where you
about
see
other
anything
people.
like this. Can you believe
I mean,
it?
not that surprising, but no, it is.
Let's see it happen again. It gets worse.
That is quite a.
Ooh,
Oh right, you're
he's
engaged
so
now?
gross.
Oh yes.
Which
yes, I
one
am.
is the?
Who's she
this one.
engaged to?
Oh.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yes, I love.
It's almost like brass
I love
knuckles.
Larry. Yeah.
And now you're
Chris
like
Rockman,
All right,
talking
are you
to a girl
blind,
who's
Bill? Are you
engaged and
filing
being
out the
like
braille
this,
so
you
can
know?
Go take a leak. I don't think so.
which is like
You don't
the
need
least
to touch it
offensive
that
thing he's
much.
done
He's
so
touching
far.
every finger. He's
but-
feeling this. He's seeing if her steak's medium rare. He's doing
He's
it
trying
all.
to steal her
Do you
rings.
mind if I keep going further up the arm? Ooh, wow, you've got some really big shoulders.
Yeah, he probably has
Are
like a
you
box
weird
of
looking?
stolen
Oh, you
stuff
are?
in his
Cool.
weird ass basement
What are you
from
doing,
people.
Bill? This is touching. Does Joe Rogan know you do this much touching? This is what Joe Rogan would love to do to Suzanne Santo. Well, I don't know, Joe. I just need a few bucks so I can get back on my feet. Yeah, why don't you come and do the podcast? Jamie can sit this one out.
Which
Yes, I
one
am.
is the?
This one.
Oh,
Look at the touching.
Jesus Christ!
She's like,
Yes, I love.
It's almost like brass
I love
knuckles.
Larry. Yeah.
Jesus, Chris
Oh,
Rockman.
unhand her.
Yeah, I wish.
Chris Rock. She's married Chris Rock.
Unhand her is the first time that phrase has ever really meant anything on Red Bar. Unhand her. Exactly right. But I also hate her.
But I also hate her.
These rings. Oh yeah.
Got a dent in somebody's
this-
head.
yeah.
Oh, that's an engagement ring.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Got any rings downtown?
I can't
Any
see it.
engagements going down by your puss or butt or boobs? Or lips? Or my hand job that's coming up, hopefully?
That is the coolest thing.
Thank
of this
you.
one.
My
Yeah.
hand job that's coming up,
This
hopefully.
little one.
What happens there when you guys touch tips? Look at this motherfucker touching tips. Watch this. Here's a tip for you, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an engagement ring.
Yeah.
That is
Here's
the
a tip
coolest thing
for you,
of
Bill.
this
Yeah.
one.
Whoa. That's fucked up.
Oh, let me see that ring.
Here's it. Ew, weird.
That's not seeing a ring. You ever see in another person's ring by going,
I've never seen anyone do that ever.
all right, let's see. I want to see what he does next. Yeah.
Let's see what he
Yeah,
does
that's
next.
a new meme template for that one where they touch.
Yeah,
It's a new
yeah.
meme
It should be a
template.
black man and a white man, or a black man and a Chinese man touching
No, not
tips.
the arm wrestle. The
No, I know, but I want two black fingers touching each other.
Okay.
Yeah. This
It's
one.
still,
Yeah.
none of them
I
are.
have to help
None
design
of them are
it.
small.
I put the
You
pearls
know,
and the
did your boy do that so it would match the other ones, like in sort
Oh,
of
he just
size and
stroked.
stature?
Did your boy do that for you?
He just did a 5-finger stroke. Did you see that?
That was the
No.
beginning.
Just
He
go back
went
5
like
seconds.
this,
One of
and then he
these.
went like
Just watch
this.
the top of her hand, what he's doing.
Okay, top of her hand, a 5-finger stroke coming up.
His entrance
is-
was the
Yeah.
first
None of them
thing.
were-
Meant to help
None
design
of them
it.
are small.
I put the
You
pearls
know,
and
did your boy do that so it would
Here.
match the other ones? Like
Oh,
in some-
creepy.
Oh, okay. I know. I thought. Okay, so the zoom's going to be out. Okay, let's see. I want to zoom in.
I
here
never
so we can
ever
get the
liked that
stroke
dude, but I
real
never
nice.
knew
Okay,
how
Bill?
Okay,
creepy
that's
he
good.
was.
size and stature?
Uh,
'Cause what is this? The Eiffel Tower?
what?
Oh.
I like to think it's an arena.
Wait, did we miss the
I like to
five-finger
think
stroke
it's an
again?
arena. What
This
does that
5-finger
even mean?
stroke's hard to catch.
I don't.
Okay, let's see.
Boy do that so it would
Yeah,
match
it's
the
what's
other
happened.
ones? Like in
Yeah,
sort
I
of
won't zoom.
He
size and
just did it.
stature?
He just
Oh, he just did the 5-finger stroke.
Okay,
I don't
don't
know
go
if
back.
I know what a 5-finger stroke is then.
She puts her hand like this, and then before taking his hand away for the final time, he's touching, and then he goes like this.
Oh, 5-finger stroke. I see. Okay,
Oh,
let's see if I can.
5-finger
Yeah.
None of
stroke.
them are,
Meant to help
none
design
of them
it.
are
I
small.
put the
You
pearls
know,
and the
did your boy do that so it would match the other ones? Like in sort of
See?
Ah, yes, a little 5-finger stroke, of course. Wow, you can't do a 5-finger stroke.
Also, if
I
her
like to do
boy
a
is like
10-finger
a
stroke.
man at
Put two
all,
people
if he
making it
sees
a
this,
20
I'm sure he would be very
impossible
upset.
fingers to break from. You know.
His fiance being
And you
basically
can keep
molested
continuing
in
this
Bill Maher's
section
basement.
Continues to get better.
Okay, let's see.
size and stature? 'Cause what is this? The Eiffel Tower?
what?
Grab it.
I like
boy.
to think it's an
You
arena.
could put drugs in there.
Ooh, why?
That's a
What
thought.
kind of drugs?
You could put
GHB.
drugs in there. We all know where
Some
Bill
amount of
Maher's mind
poppers.
is.
No, it doesn't open up. It's
not,
fucked up.
not that that's the first
Can you
thing that ever
imagine?
crosses my mind about a
Well,
ring.
clearly it is
However,
the
he's
first thing that
clipped this
presses your
1,000
mind.
times and posted it on his own channel. He finds nothing wrong with this, even though he's posted clip after clip of each one of these moments. And they're all titled and saying things like, Bella Thorne, big fucking pussy, woke, stupid idiot kid. He'll put that out himself, and he doesn't think that's mean.
But you could really put drugs in
I'm
there.
making a jewelry line
mean,
right
a
now, and
good
we're
amount of
making a bunch
drugs,
of
too.
like.
He's still touching her, by the way. I mean, this hasn't ended. He's still. How long do you gotta?
I would have been out of that
It's not opening the
basement.
Hellraiser
before I got
box.
in
It's
that
not, There's
basement.
no portal at the end. Imagine if a man was touching you for that. I mean, really, that's like an extreme Me Too. I want to show you how long this has been going on. And this is a break in this is that 5-finger thing. Watch this. We're gonna count.
Size and stature? 'Cause what is this? The Eiffel
One.
Tower?
What?
2,
Oh,
I like to
three.
think it's an
you
arena.
could put
4,
drugs in there.
I know it doesn't open up. It's
Not
fucked up.
5 seconds.
It can
Seems
be-
short. 5 seconds seems short, but trust me, when you're a girl,
It keeps
That's all
going.
that it
He
takes.
goes back for more.
he goes back for more.
Not that that's the first
you
thing that
imagine?
ever crosses my mind about
6,
a ring. But you
7,
You could really
8,
put drugs in
I'm
there.
making
9,
a jewelry line
I mean,
right now.
10,
We're
amount of
making a
drugs.
bunch of
11.
grinder rings and
Okay.
11
Still
seconds.
seems short because
No,
you're
what's
saying
that?
seconds. To me, 11 seconds is short. Anything under an hour is short. All right, do we continue here?
Yeah.
stuff that
Really?
you can like grind your little
Listen, I have to
fucking
go
meat
through the
off and shit.
airport in Utah next week.
Ooh.
There he goes again.
I have to go through the airport in Utah next week. And believe me,
The
that clench is
claw.
more powerful than you know. And this is a liberal. This is a man who sits with the Clintons every day, talks about how cool they are. I don't know if he does that, but this is a lib. I mean, this is
He
everything
probably
a lib would
would.
hate, I would say. So after they see so this was what it means. Nobody's watching this show. And everybody who did watch this show just thinks this is totally fine and didn't report on this to anybody. I mean, imagine if
So
this
many
got into
people
the
told
wrong
me how
hands. Imagine if
inappropriate
you
this
got into
was.
one of the liberal feeds.
But I think after Red Bar covered
They'd
it.
go nuts.
So
Really?
you can like grind your little
Listen, I have to
fucking
go
meat
through
off
the
and shit.
airport in Utah next week. Would you be a lamb and come with me?
You're taking her on petty trips to do weird
Would
drops
you be a lamb and
Across the
come with
middle.
me?
of the country? That's very strange.
Get out of that basement, girl.
Let's see what happens next.
So
I don't think it's
creepy.
a good place for me to be.
Hi.
Oh, he's leading in. I think he tried to lift his entire chair, and he's sitting in one of those giant.
But
I
he's
mean, those
such a
chairs
weak,
aren't made
weak
to move.
man.
He set him and forget him. Those chairs are brought in by the movers, and they don't move after the furniture department dropped them off from freight. He is so excited, he just attempted to lift his giant chair, which could weigh 500 pounds. It could be a permanent install. He tried to move
probably
that
doesn't
closer
even
to
know.
her, and then realized, oh yeah, that thing's bolted to the ground. Watch this.
And where are the Frankenstein boots?
Oh,
Frankenstein, what?
no. It's
Here
a
we go.
full body exam. Full body exam. He realized that you could touch the hands, right? Touch the rings.
I know,
he's
Dexter, I'm
examining
with you.
Downstairs.
I would not have
I'm
entered this
kidding.
basement.
Let's watch.
And, like, did she need that much money? I don't know.
Be a lamb and come with me.
Watch this.
And where are the Frankenstein boots?
Oh.
He just goes right down for the legs.
Why the Frankenstein boots, he says, as he grabs her below the knee area through
His
a
hands,
boot.
it's like they're out of control.
This should be the thumbnail for Club Random. Look at her.
This should be the thumbnail
Whatever.
for Club
And then she
Random.
does
Hey,
heroin
catching
when she
James
goes home to get
Carroll.
over this, all the swirls of
I
her
love you,
dead
Angela.
dad being annihilated from the fire.
Run and don't look back.
I assume anyone whose dad died in a
Maybe
fire
let him
at
have a
9/11.
few drinks. Tell him you need to go to the
So,
bathroom
he's
and
grabbing her
just go.
boots now. And remember,
Don't
we
look
are
back.
only 32 minutes in. And we've done 2 ads, so she's only been there for about 18 minutes tops. Tops. And he's grabbing her boot drunk. Let's see what happens next.
I gotta tell you, I love these fucking boots.
Thank
I love
you.
these fucking
God,
boots.
I love the. Oh, look, and this, of course.
He's like already
Back
drunk.
to touch. And oh, look at this. Is not Belle Delphine.
She was fed to wolves.
This is not
yeah.
yours, Ethan.
Oink
This is how
oink.
we
I was
can
thinking,
trick
like, did
Belle
her
Delphine, by the way. So if Ethan, if you think
agent
you're
or
gonna
whoever
show
set
you've
this
done
up?
worse,
They're
in
like,
my
yo, you
opinion.
can't leave the
Thank you.
basement
Oh
no
my
matter what
I love
happens.
I love the.
That would be
oh,
like the
look at
only
this.
way
Of
I
course
wouldn't,
it's got
like,
the-
I don't know. I wouldn't be in that
Right.
situation.
Oh, I'm
but
sure she loves the camera being stuck right, at crotch level. Did she know there was going to be a crotch
I also
cam
feel like in a
for
way
this?
she could take him,
You
you know?
Boy,
Like,
designers.
in
What
a
a
fight.
fucking scam they have. Like the way they can like put their shit.
I mean, you're seeing it yourself, right? Boy, designers. What a fucking scam. I actually really like these boots. They were probably designed by a friend. He just knows all the wrong things to say.
Yeah, totally
All right, let's
oink
see where he
oink.
goes next.
Name right on the shit.
But I think
Yeah.
they're both
what's the scam about
equal.
putting them
Well, I
Um,
mean, like other products,
like,
this chair
individually,
doesn't
they're
say,
both
the chair
have their own
by Bob.
contracts with the
It was it's your
devil or whatever.
very few
No, but
people
there's
get
a
to.
label. When you look at the label, it'll say.
But it's not like prominently displayed
She's fighting back, folks. She's fighting back, defending her boot.
like that. I mean, they put it on clothes.
What a boot fucker.
I think Tommy Hilfiger was like the first one to do that.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong about that. I could be completely
Just
making that.
fucking
Are they
bullshit.
trying? Is he
Telling
trying to
you
go
right
for
now,
some
you're
like
right.
relatable
Sometimes
topic?
a thought enters your head, and you're like, I will call myself on that and say, I think I'm
They're
just
just saying whatever it takes at this point. Okay, what's
Keep
our next?
playing it this
Keep
way.
playing this? Okay,
Yeah.
check this out.
pulling this out of my ass.
Good for
But
you.
it-
I'm
but
glad
it-
you're not
but
just
it
speaking facts.
also,
It's just
right? No.
shit.
It also could be true, but yes, I would not bet more than like $100 on that. In fact, I would bet no dollars.
Should we bet $100?
No,
Let's do it.
not on Tommy Hilfiger. But I seem to remember. No, you know what? I'm wrong. Verse DoorDash. Do you remember what?
I feel like
DoorDash
they
was?
try to
Yeah.
talk. Sometimes
you're too
celebrities
young.
try to.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
in
they forget about
1980.
Google.
Young.
It's
Like
like they try to
Brooke
talk
Shields,
about
I
what they
think.
think
This
might
is
be a
bad. He
relatable
starts
thing.
bringing up Brooke Shields,
Like,
who also
I
had
don't
a little
know.
rocky
Yeah, I mean,
time
like
as
if
a
he wanted
kid.
to know
Listen
something,
this
he probably has 10
sensitivity coming
assistants
up.
that would,
Yeah.
or one.
Yes,
Maybe.
it was like they were
I
the
don't get
biggest jeans. DoorDash.
Mm.
And Brooke Shields was like, nothing comes between me and my DoorDash.
Okay, now you just dated
Everybody
yourself like a
giant
motherfucker. Nothing
Yeah.
comes between me and my
Okay, so
Jordashes.
Brooke
That was like
Shields
in the
was a child star. And it
80s?
gave everyone
The last time I
a giant
saw
boner, he
Jordashes, I
says.
think.
She was a child actress, Jules.
I was just gonna say, as
Shields
long
was
as he's been
basically-
famous,
probably, you
I
know,
think like she was
a
born.
child star.
Her whole
So
life
she
he's
could have
been.
like,
Yeah,
And
Whatever.
so was
Who
Bella
is?
Thorne. Okay.
Yeah.
she was.
yeah, she was. Oh yeah. Oh yes, and then that's sort of controversial
Fucking weird as
looking.
fuck.
Yes,
Ugh,
controversial.
People super sexualized her.
Yeah.
People super sexual. Look at this. Yes, they super sexualized her, and I hated that. Yes,
Is
but
Bill
don't
gonna
you
pick up on
understand?
this? No.
Look at
Sort
that.
of controversial.
Fucking
He's
weird
probably
as
gonna
fuck.
go for the
Ugh,
upper thigh.
people
Controversial.
Super sexualized her as
Yes.
a child.
Oh,
a
you know about
literal
this. You know about this.
Child. Oh yeah. I've
I don't
seen
know if he
also
had them,
Logan,
love.
And, like I've seen
Basic
a lot
Human
of her
Manners.
younger movies.
I think we're giving him
as
too much
well
credit to
as,
think that this
you
is
know,
like
some
an
coverage
isolated
behind it growing up,
situation.
and,
I
you
think
know,
this
I
is
can
what
only
he
imagine
wants
that,
in his
you know,
creepy basement. Like,
there were some hard moments
Yes.
in her
All the
life.
time.
Also having to act so young.
Yes. Well, I
you know,
mean,
it's and become famous
I don't
so
know.
young
I mean,
at
she
an
seems a,
interesting time.
she seems a pretty happy person, and
I'm sure she is.
she went on to do a sitcom, and anyone who can do a sitcom, can't be too depressed.
Wow. Look
Whoa.
At that. He just puts it all up. Oh, you
what
were
a
molested?
weird comment.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't be too depressed. You're doing a sitcom.
It gets
Watch
better.
this. It does get better.
Are you sure? I feel like there's
I'm
so many
kidding.
comedians on the darker side of things.
I know.
I usually
Beep beep.
Get over here. The first arm grab of the night.
Oh, that's what someone
You know
was
what a lot
telling
of
me
people- I know.
about. I thought it was when he was doing the
Enough.
other stuff. This is too much.
So this is where
Mr.
things start
Marr.
getting heavy, right?
Yep.
Let's watch.
Can do a sitcom, can't be too depressed.
Are you sure? I feel like there's
I'm
so many
kidding.
comedians on the
Sitcom,
darker
yeah.
side of things.
Right?
I know.
I usually
It's
meet
joke,
a lot
baby.
of.
I'm a double grab.
Look at this. If you're going skydiving, I wouldn't recommend you hold on to someone this hard. I mean, really, have you ever seen?
He's coming from the grave.
This is like, yeah, this is a come from the grave, dude a zombie.
That's like
And look at her. Please. Look at that grip, dude. It's pushing. It's almost met. It's almost his fingers are about to meet. That is a grip.
I feel like
it's
that's a
creating
grip.
red around there. And
That's a grip I would
This
probably
is
follow
a
with my
grip.
other elbow. Like,
He's
really.
burning.
And remember,
For sure
the
with that man,
content
but I would
is
never be
that
in his
she's
basement.
complaining that women like
To be
her
clear.
are overly sexualized by men in Hollywood. Oh, nonsense.
How is this not on like the front page?
If he could use his 2 feet, they'd be up in the air, gripping onto something. I mean,
Maybe the dragon boot.
how is this not on every newspaper in the country?
Maybe
I know.
newspaper in the
Usually
country.
meet a lot of.
And you could see his arm. You could see his arm muscle. Watch. Look at his arm when he
I
grabs.
know.
I usually
It's a
meet
joke,
a lot
baby.
of.
Ooh, it makes a tight muscle.
I
showing
literally
you
would have
how
taken the
hard
other
he's
hand and
compressed.
been like, get off
You
of
know?
me.
I haven't even seen my arm do that when I'm using my guitar exerciser. It doesn't even get that, and I'm pushing.
My big
It's got
guitar
to be at least
exerciser.
1 pound worth.
I'm always
gonna
so.
lift you up. I know.
Let me lift
You can't even
up.
lift up your chair, sir. What?
Believe me, if anyone would know about comedians,
Still holding her.
Right?
I've been working with them for 40
Yeah.
years. I spent my whole life with them.
Okay, so
And
you
then
were. It was.
they're all
For sure,
kinds
that man
of
was drinking
comedians, by
before
the
they
way.
started
You should know
drinking
that.
on the
Right?
show.
They are
He's
yeah.
like,
married. Some of them are brilliant.
He can't wait to get into one of those grabs and one of those squeezes.
he just
Can
likes
we keep
hearing
playing
himself talk about
Sure.
nonsense and being
Um,
gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are really not, but most of them are pretty smart. Some of them are scummy. A lot of them are great. They're just like just a
mixed bag.
cross-section of life. They're just funny.
Can you just say that
There's
about the
just a
human
million different ways to
population?
be funny, But yes, like,
He had
I
to
can
pre-drink
like-
to 40,
to work
30.
up the nerve
30.
to
Wow,
assault.
we're only halfway through his episode.
I don't know how much we want to
Unbelievable.
like
40-30.
let him off the
What's
hook
gonna
for being
happen
drunk
here?
either.
You'll see.
I'm pretty sure
Alright.
he's probably
Pregnant.
even
We
worse when he's
walked out to
sober.
pop.
Maybe just less
And they were like,
ballsy.
"Oh, when's the baby due?" And she was like, "Oh, October." And they were like, "Oh, that's great. That's right around when we're going to be shooting like our spring and summer shit. Like, we would love to book it. And she was like, you don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. And they're like, it doesn't really matter, you know, a different color hat, blue, pink. It's like, you can't really tell at that age. And you're like,
So she's talking about when she was like 6 months old, she was forced into modeling by her parents, right? Jules?
Yes.
Yeah, so like at 6 months old, she was forced into modeling. So again, telling Bill, hey, I'm living a life of tragedy here.
oh, wow. My mom's like, she had her first
Not only
job
can't you tell
before
anymore.
she was even born.
It doesn't even matter because everybody's
What's
switching
that
their
light?
sexes.
Is that in?
Okay, here he
basement?
goes. This is just, she is like the biggest advocate for gay and trans rights, right? This is like Mrs. LGBTI. Watch this.
Born.
It doesn't even matter because
I have
everybody's
no idea
switching
how
their
old
sexes
Bella Thorne is.
constantly. No, I'm not kidding about it. I mean, I'm kidding about it.
Ooh, this is the
I
last
feel like
place
she's
she
probably
wants to travel
30 or
to now.
30, like
Everybody's just
32. I have no
constantly
idea.
switching who they are trivially. She don't want to hear that.
But people do switch sexes a lot more than they used to. You know, there's a lot of.
Oh, how old
trends,
am I? I'm
you know,
40.
I always
Uh-oh.
see that in the paper about somebody who is.
James
switched their sex,
Thomas.
which I'm all, if that's what makes you.
Yes.
Is that what blows your dress
Bad
up?
bitches all the way.
Blow
Yes.
your dress up.
Bad-
Ooh, she's like, you know what? I just gotta fucking roll with this now. Bad bitches. This guy's a fucking boomer. Just fucking get it done.
I
Right?
wouldn't want to fool you.
You know?
I love how I look at
Yeah.
40.
Is that what blows your dress
Bad
up?
bitches all the way. Yes. Bad bitches.
Fat bitches.
Say
right?
bad
Bad
bitches or
bitches.
fat
Bad
bitches?
bitches.
Oh.
Be who you are. Yes. Claps.
Right.
Claps.
This is what it looks like when Bill Maher's on a date with those young girls. I mean, this is exactly what his dates go like, right? He dresses cool, shows up, tells them why they're wrong about everything, and then forces their head down Joe Pesci style, like in the car.
Show
Yeah,
Pesci
shut-
style,
why don't you
like
shut
in the
up
car.
now. Yes, yeah. New rule. Shut up.
New
This is
rule.
what's happening. Should we keep playing here?
Yeah.
Great.
Makes me happy.
Great.
I mean, I think there's some money to be made in some sort of exchange. with
Uh-oh.
Everyone
Uh-oh.
switching. Where, like, you know, if you need a penis, take a penis. If you have a penis, give a penis. You know, like if
What?
people are becoming like men to women, they're
Huh?
going to cut off their penis. And then there are women transitioning who are going to need a penis. I feel like
Was there a
some-
segue that I
Yeah,
missed
she's
that
not
made any
really,
sense for that
vibing with
comment?
This hilarious bit that her people would crucify her for if they knew she was
If you need
anywhere
a
near.
penis, take a penis.
So,
What is he
she,
talking
and
about?
really, it's like you'd think he'd put two and two together by now. You know, that's kind of the point we're making.
exchange. Maybe Bitcoin.
She's in hell.
One could pray
You could,
if they wanted to
you
waste a
know.
prayer on Bill Maher.
No?
I just don't like joking about.
Oh, Bella.
I know
Oh,
that you
Bella.
like
Thank
to,
you.
but I
This,
I
this is
don't
where
think
the
it's
anxiety.
funny.
Oh, for
I don't
fuck's
think
sake.
it's
Oh no!
That would
See,
Pesci
this is
some
why
girl.
you're in a fucking therapy, you fucking idiot. This is where your anxiety. That's what he really said.
But not too much
Oh,
therapy
Bella.
because that can
Oh,
be,
no,
what did he
not-
say,
you didn't
luxurious
know,
or
you
something?
couldn't tell. You couldn't tell that she was going to be like that.
Too, but I
This
don't
is where
think
the
it's
funny.
funny.
Oh, for
I don't
fuck's
think
sake.
it's
Oh, for
funny.
fuck's sake.
That is where
I'm
you're at.
sorry.
That is, you don't have to be sorry, but I'm not sorry
think it's
either.
funny.
And that is where your anxiety comes from. There is nothing wrong with joking, nothing wrong about that. It's not everybody is that sensitive. Not everybody needs to be that sensitive. Even the people who are doing
Those
that,
lights
I
are in
don't
his
think would
basement.
need to be offended
just
by
got
that. Everybody
creepier.
is so
Dropping
easy.
down.
You
She's
see
in
the
a complete
strobe
hell
lights,
right
guys?
now. You know, she can't believe somebody's actually saying this to her.
Really offended. You kids, you wake up offended. You should get off Twitter.
Now he's ready. Now you kids.
He's
you
just
wake up
carrying a
offended.
lot
You
of baggage,
kids,
isn't he,
shoulda
this
known.
man?
Really offended. You kids, you wake up offended. You should get off Twitter, get off social media.
You should get off
and
Bella
maybe you
Thorne,
wouldn't,
sir.
like have this anxiety, this like
Wow.
because I don't know if you're really offended or you're just worried that you're going to look offended.
No, I'm 100% offended. Like,
Wow, there it is, isn't it?
I'm 100% offended.
No. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm 100%
What a
offended,
lost
she
soul,
said. Couldn't
this
be any
man,
clearer.
right?
Going to look offended.
no, I'm 100% offended. Like when I think
Indulgent.
about,
Thank you,
someone's
Thomas.
trauma and someone the videos
Too
that
much
I have
therapy or
seen
therapy every day
that are
can get
so,
indulgent.
like,
She starts
so fucking
crying.
bad. And
Oh
That's
my
where
God,
he
she's
needs to be,
crying
but like
now.
in a facility that's
Bum, bum,
locked
bum, 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 bum.
and more like
That's,
psychiatric,
La Bamba. What's Crybaby?
professional.
She's going to start
It's not just straight up
crying
jail.
now. Will this finally let Bill know that maybe the sex talk and all the your crap talk
I'm gonna
needs
bet
to end?
A big
Let's
fat
find out.
no.
I have
It's not
seen
going to.
that are so fucking bad. And
But you can
what people have to worry about.
Okay, so he's making her fully cry now on his
I was
show.
like, is she
Will he
crying?
He
finally?
doesn't even notice that she's crying.
No.
by the way.
Will he finally snap out of it and do the right thing like any human being would do and go,
It's the
"Yikes,
creepiest
at
basement.
least get the hell out of here already."
Walking on the street, just being
That's
themselves,
not like a
that's fucking anxiety. That's why I don't like to
drug den or
joke
something,
about
you
it
know?
because
Look at him. He
Who
could
knows? It
care
probably
less.
is a drug
and on
den.
a public platform is so bad because you're like kind of
you
low
can't
key spreading like this, like, oh ha 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 ha, and it's like it's not
That
funny
was an
when you're like,
interesting laugh.
She's never. When she starts crying, usually everybody folds, right? Her therapist, your dad.
But
her
wait, did she
friends,
just
oh,
cry
blah,
and
blah,
stop
blah, blah,
crying
blah,
in
blah.
like 1 minute?
Sure.
Is that a real cry?
Is he folded or is he?
Maybe she's
burned?
running out of options.
He's burned.
Maybe if I start
Yeah,
crying,
look,
he'll leave me
so,
alone.
But not Bill. Bill goes, ugh.
People that
Why?
can't take
this,
a
like,
hint.
oh ha 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 ha,
So
and
difficult.
it's like it's not fun.
Ugh.
If the
This
basement
again.
could talk. Oh my god.
That's
Me
unbelievable.
when your like face is being
I was
beaten to
thinking-
the floor
I wouldn't be
and, like,
surprised
you know,
if this
connect-
basement
like, it's just, like,
doubles
bad,
up
like,
as, like,
when your face is being
things
beaten
we
in the
don't want to
floor,
know
you just
about
go,
when he's
"Oh,
not shooting this
please, you know
creepy ass
what, you
podcast.
people, you know what you all need? A chill pill.
Whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
the floor.
That
And
was
you know,
great,
you know,
Jules.
connect,
being
you
Whiny
can
raped,
connect
little
any
like,
bad
that,
thing
like-
with any other bad thing.
Of course,
I
there
could-
are a lot of bad
You
things.
know what?
This is one
Mel
that
Brooks did a
I
movie called
really
The Producers, and he had a
don't-
song in
Oh my
it called Springtime for Hitler. If I really tried, I could probably connect Hitler with
Producers?
something sad. But we don't, because that's not how we live. That's not how we can live. Because everything can be
Wait for this
connected.
conversation.
Everything can
I can see Josh Denny's tweet right now. The fact that Bill Maher even has to deal with this right now is the real problem. Where do we go from here? Do we keep playing?
Let me
Where do we
see.
go from here?
I'm just trying to
Where do we go
decide
now?
if these ones are worth it or not because I didn't go over them this morning.
Isn't this crazy that he brings up Mel Brooks? If
That's
that's his
Chandler.
conversation ender, Mel Brooks. I'm sure she could relate to that one.
You could go to
Mel Brooks.
5208.
5208. Getting late. 5208. My old
I
age.
can't remember what happens here, but I wrote it down.
My old.
Okay, let's see what happens.
You know, musicians get away with singing those songs like Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias. Do you remember this song? You're probably too
She
young.
wouldn't
but
remember
to
these,
all the
probably.
girls I've loved before,
Yeah.
Oh god,
Do you know
thanks,
that song?
Bell.
who came in and out my door. And it's like they're getting away with something only musicians could get away with. You know, which is basically saying, you know, look, you came in and out my door.
He thinks he's like the
But, you
coolest
know,
guy in the
culture is
world.
very
Trigger
That's, like,
warning.
part of,
interesting. It's definitely
I think,
for men
why
is
this
like
bothers
so
me.
celebrated. Like
the player
it's
culture.
the player
You're right.
culture, like is
Interest-
very.
yes.
I
And,
think
and
he
Yes,
thinks that
player.
Bella's,
Let me
like,
write that
honored
down.
to be there or
Player.
something.
You're talking about like a VCR player.
Maybe she is.
No.
I don't know.
Player culture. Yes, like when you were playing your tapes through the sound speaker.
Right after the
movies and
record.
TV. The
Totally
difference
right.
with movies where you don't get that side with music unless you really get to know the artist is that when you have the player culture in movies, it's like, oh, the bad boy, the jock, oh, he's bad, he's sleeping with girls, oh, but we still like him and we want him to win. And maybe
could barely
he'll
understand what
change.
she's
He might
saying.
change, girls, hold on.
So
and
is-
every girl's like, okay,
Right, so
maybe
isn't
he'll
this
change.
partly the fault
And he's
of
like,
women?
really, you know.
He walked
What?
2
Isn't this
fingers up
partly the
her
fault?
arm.
God, Bill Maher is making me so thirsty. Should we have one final drink with Bill here before he decides
do
to
it.
throw his life away? Bill, let's have one with Bill. He's been through some tough shit with this Bella Thorne, right?
He has.
Have one with me.
He
Have one
doesn't
with
give
Bill.
up, does he?
And
Have
this
one
one
with
is for
me.
you, Bill. Hold on, I
Have
do
one
need the
with
chaser for this,
Bill.
unfortunately. let's get on Bill's level for these last couple of notes. I can't wait to see what the reaction to this is. Will people
Let's get
ever
on
be
his
able to-
level.
when he put this
That's
out, I
so
go, how
funny.
are people going to look at Bill the same? I mean, this is pretty
I don't
extreme.
know how people ever
this
looked
is a
at
pretty
him.
This is
inside
like a full,
look.
like I guess
This guy's on HBO. I mean, we've never seen an inside look into this guy's life like this.
Like,
I mean,
yeah, I
you
only
always
thought he ever had an
imagine him as the
HBO
type of
show
guy
like
who's,
forever
like,
ago.
hanging out and being skeezy
And it was weird.
with younger girls, but
Yeah.
you always kind of imagined him as like a cool. Am I the only one?
I
When
thought
you were like,
I didn't realize he was going to be like
he's a
this. I
slick
thought he was
talker.
more with it, more together than this. I didn't know
I
how
thought
bad
he
it
was
got when
more
he got those
together
new
than this.
transitions lenses. All right.
I did not
Cheers,
bad it got with the
everybody, to an
transition lenses.
all-new week. Thank you so much. My neck cracked. Did you hear that?
Did it feel good?
Uh-oh.
Spicy, and then all the booze hit my tongue. You know, instead of the back of my throat. All right, our last couple Bill
Is it
notes.
fun?
Now
No.
I feel groovy. Now I'm ready to get grabbed, physically hurt. Let's see what he does.
The
My
women
hair.
who like the bad boy and enable him, and you just were imitating a
I
woman.
don't know how the culture of like the idea of this is we like love a bad boy. Like, I don't know if it happened in society, in movies, if it just happened everywhere, and then that just became a thing.
Oh, great. Bill put on his bad boy outfit.
Bill
Now you're
like
gonna say
thinks
that's
he's a
only in
bad
movies?
boy or something. I can't
He's
even with
humiliated.
this.
What's worse than being gaslit? Being embarrassed. And you will pay for my embarrassment. So he's wearing the bad boy outfit, the rocker outfit that we've never seen him wear. I mean, this must have been a big ordeal for him to put this outfit together. Now
It's
she's
his
saying she don't
basement
like bad
outfit.
boys.
Happened
It's like his
in
S&M
society, in
basement
movies, if
outfit.
It just happened
He
everywhere.
probably takes
and then
off the
that just
jacket
became
and
a
it's
thing.
like
happened with
I
women.
don't know, but I feel like
ridiculous.
every girl that dates a bad boy
chaps
is
or
like, why am I
something.
dating this bad boy?
But they
I
do
knew
it.
he was a bad boy, and now it's just like, oh, but maybe he's just bad boy on the exterior, and he might be
Right.
a cushy little teddy bear.
Right,
And then you're like, no,
7-year-old
okay.
bad
Hmm.
boy.
right.
He's just a bad boy. But when I met Ben, my
Yeah,
fiance,
like a
he
flasher
definitely
outfit,
had bad boy
exactly. Like
exterior written all
just like
over
one
him.
thing, and he's
And,
wearing
you
like
know, he's not a bad boy.
assless
He's actually
chaps
a really
or
great boy.
something.
I was like, oh, this is kind of
Boring.
This are the times that girls are
It's a
like, oh,
close-up.
maybe he will actually be better than what he's kind of just showing me right now, or what I can get from this. And yeah, with Ben, actually, I got
But
it
isn't
worked.
it
So
kind of like they want
keep
they
playing?
just want this
You could probably
guy-
skip to the end. I can't remember what this one was about.
Great. So what's our next code here?
This is their goodbye. You can
Okay.
go to 112 to see how
Ooh,
this all wraps up.
112, peaches and cream. You need it because you know that I'm a fiend. 112. Okay, here we go. And this is our last code.
Sure
Is it?
Okay, we're almost
This
done
is,
with this
Bill
Bella
saying
Thorne
goodbye.
thing.
Let's see what happens.
That's
the
to find
answer
it.
is
It's been quite a
inside.
ride.
Well, in
what
my
is that
case,
in here?
hire a researcher. But most people can't do that.
Right.
I feel like that is a
researcher.
great use of my money at
Mhm.
my age. Hire someone
Fuck
who
yeah.
just
Okay.
researches health.
Fuck yeah, I want to do
Pennies
that
on the
shit.
dollar for keeping my ass alive.
What? 100%. I'm into that. Fuck yeah,
You
that's a
don't need
great
it. You're
idea. I didn't
young.
even think of that.
You're
no.
fine. You should.
Oh my god.
You should.
Start,
you have got
start
to
young.
stop.
Do it.
Stop
Get it in
worrying
your
about
bones now.
everything. You have a wonderful, charmed life. Your career is on the uphill.
He's
You're getting
grabbing the
married.
couch.
Grabbing, yeah.
These are the good old days, darling.
Grab.
All right. I hope you're not mad at me. That we.
Uh-oh, he's reaching. I hope you're not mad at me. Now come give me a big hugging kiss.
I hope
Let's
you're
see
not
what
mad at
happens. And she
me.
couldn't.
Wouldn't
her
that
body
indicate he
language couldn't
realizes
say
he's been a
no
little
any
bit
more than
Look at her
this.
shirt, what her shirt says.
not okay?
Nope. Oh my God, her shirt says nope. No
The
longer.
end is so awkward.
Not anymore,
I
man.
can't imagine how it can get
But
any
his
more
reach
awkward, but I
says-
believe you, Dak.
Nope, I'm not stopping. Let's see what happens.
Had a tiff, but that's what makes it honest, right?
Oh my God, he's literally going like this. And it was great seeing you. And if I do it slow enough, I'll eventually be there without lunging. Yes. Oh my God, I wonder how long my arms can go. What if they kept going? So he's fantastic fornicating her all over the place. Let's see if he finally gets to those sweet knockers.
Honest.
Is that okay?
Evolution, gross.
Yeah,
We're always
all right.
learning every
I feel like
day.
I know you a little bit.
Those
I'm glad I got
shaking.
you.
no.
Can I?
no.
Hands, yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Glad you got to know me a little bit?
Yes.
Glad you got to
yes,
know me
I
a little
definitely
bit.
feel the same.
Ooh, what is he doing?
My stomach just
Do you
dropped.
feel like you got to know me a little bit better? Do you
And she's like,
feel-
Who
yes,
does it, like-
yes, I
do you
did.
feel
This
it,
is the
though?
kind of
Do you
man that
really
literally
feel
thinks
it?
he's the coolest guy ever.
Bella.
Like everyone wants to get to know him or something.
Bella. We have to see this again
Glad you get to know me a
in
little.
real time.
Evolution, growth.
Yeah,
We're always
alright.
learning
I
every
feel like
day.
I know you a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and I'm glad I
Are we
got you.
shaking?
Can
shaking
I?
Hands?
Are we
Yeah.
shaking? Are we shaking? What are you doing with
That
these?
means no hug.
Yes.
Do you feel the same
Yeah, that
way?
means
Glad you got to
hands,
know me a
dude.
little bit?
Yes, yes, I
Really?
definitely feel the same way.
Okay. You know, you only fight with your friends.
Club random. How about that?
Wow.
Club random.
Thank you. I
But okay,
thank you.
Bill was calling it
Holy
Club
hell.
Red.
I want.
I'm here for it.
We're
Like,
gonna have a
the
party here with all
party.
the other guests we've had. It's gonna
We
be
could cut
awesome.
to
We're gonna have a party here with all the other guests.
Wow, holy fuck, huh? Was
Watch
that
it just
not
be a party with
something?
Bill
Give
and
it up
Bill
for
alone.
Bill Maher. Bye, Bill. We hope we didn't get you into trouble. All right, that's it for
Oh my gosh. So we finished the Bill. We're almost at the end of this episode. We finished that uncomfortable situation. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bill Maher is the kind of guy, I don't know, he feels extremely soulless to me. But when I was thinking, a couple things I was thinking, like when he said I'm sorry, but then he like reaches over, like I can't stand people who will like apologize for something and then reach over or not reach over, but do something, right? It's like why did you like a lot of people don't know that the word I'm sorry or to apologize to someone means you won't repeat that behavior. Little known fact I found out. So it's just like abusive to the word and the sentiment, really. What else? I want to do a little bit of like a wrap up because we're not going to be revisiting that again. I don't know anything about Bella Thorne, but I do know a few people that have been to her parties, and she requires NDAs and blood samples. I know a girl that got to the door of her party and was like, no, I'm out. I'm not giving my blood. I don't need to go to a party that bad. But I don't really know anything about her or how old she is or anything like that. Pedo handshake. I mean, Oink Oink said something. I feel like, I mean, they run with the same group of people, obviously, decades in, there's a discrepancy in age, probably 4 or 5 decades or something. But, whoa. Vicky said that sorry, my contacts are a bit dry. Vicky said that in a DJ Vlad interview too. Said what? I don't know. Oh, it's someone else said? Aren't you honored to be in his basement? The whole basement thing, guys, is very, very weird to me. The only thing I know about Bill Maher is he had a show on HBO circa 1997. Probably went on for a while, but I didn't always have HBO. But it was like, I feel like it preceded like the whole Jon Stewart, Eddie, not Eddie. Well, it's funny because I know Stephen Colbert's cousin. We went to school together. His name's Eddie. Stephen Colbert era, but he was trying to be this kind of like edgy person or something. But I remember, I never was like into him, but I remember that he was abrasive. Like it wasn't the kind of edgy that people that resonated with people, or maybe sometimes it did, but not so much. Definitely not so much with me. Who's Vicky? Did I miss something? Blood to get into Bella. Yep. That's what she requires. I don't know if it's at every party, but at least 2 parties that I know people personally that went to. Well, one did not go. She's like, okay, I'm going to be calling an Uber now. I'm not going to be giving my blood here. What do you think they even do with it? Like, I was asking her that. I was like, what's the blood sample for? Like, do they want to know your blood type? Do they want to know, like, if you have AIDS? Like, what? I mean, I don't know. I guess you could do like a screening for like STDs. I don't know. Her channel is Whoa Vicky. Oh, whose channel? I don't know. Maybe you're not talking to me. When I remember, I'm gonna try to do a recap of like what we watch, and like because sometimes I don't want to talk over mic and stuff like that. Or Jules, obviously. Oh yeah, what else? Oh, the basement. It's just weird. And the lights. I mean, it's like, what, dude, what are you doing? Do you have like one person around you? Like one that's like helping you make decisions about what the fuck you're doing? That has like, I don't know, that's not really messed up or something like that, or thinking clearly. What about spells? I don't know about that. Girl, that went to Bella Thorne's party. Oh, was the girl named Spells? Oh, Vicky? No, that's not her name. That's not my friend's name. So two of my friends have been to two different parties. One went in, one did not. But I've heard from like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 people that's like standard at if you go to a Bella Thorne party. But I was also thinking like, okay, for sure he's a creep, but I don't know. I mean, like Oink Oink said something like, yeah, I think it's like a Hollywood thing. She doesn't seem to me that what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say like innocent, but like besides like seeing her tapping on her legs, and besides like most likely anyone with like eyes to see or like half of a like soul or a heart would want to be engaged by someone like Bill Maher, right? But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? She grew up in a way that I can't identify with, and probably not, a lot of us can't. So maybe that's why people behave the way that they do. I mean, if anyone knows how old she is, I guess it'd be interesting just for this live. I don't care that much, but you know, it shows a lot, I think, a person's lifestyle. So if someone's still having huge parties and doing all this and hanging out in Bill Maher's basement and not running out of it when he grabs you, it's like, I don't know. No judgment, different strokes, different folks, but it seems like in obviously very like different age ranges, they're sort of living similar genres of life, if that makes sense. Bella Thorne got famous doing Disney. You know, I feel really bad for people that get involved with Disney, especially because, well, primarily because they're children when they start, right? There's a lot of stuff about Disney. I'm not going to get into it right now, but a lot of y'all know. Like when people say, like, I'm taking my kid to the Disney park, or I'm watching a Disney movie with my son, I'm like, there's so much information available about why we should be turning to like, I mean, I don't have children, but like I would turn to like any other entertainment for my children that was not Disney, you know? But she's in her 20s. Oh wow. I mean, no shade. I mean, I feel like yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everyone looks different, you know. Someone who's coming in here trolling me about my age, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everyone like age is different too. But I feel like for her 20, I feel like in your 20s you would look like a lot younger. I don't know. You can really see her face that well though. But that's intense. She's had definitely a anybody that's like think about it, starting at Disney. There's so many like whatever from like random documentaries and stuff, but kids that like started Disney and are like so fucked up. It's sad that like they can't even live normal adult lives. But then think about the next level, which would be like a Bella Thorne type of person or a Britney Spears type of person that actually like survived the trauma of being a child and like working for Disney, whatever, and then like continued, you know, and like stayed in show business or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like mindfuck after mindfuck. I don't know. I think it would be really hard not to like be balanced and see a therapist every day. But also you have to understand when you get to that level, like in Hollywood and stuff, you don't get therapist. You like even if you think you're choosing a therapist, you're not. You know, there's so many like MK Ultra weirdo therapists and stuff. Like when she said she was going every single day and he said it was indulgent, my interpretation obviously at first was like, that's a ridiculous comment. But knowing what I know about Hollywood, I was like, why do they have her going every single day? Sounds like they're charging her and maybe like messing with her mind. Who knows? I don't know anything about Bella Thorne, but I do know about some dumb stuff that happened in Hollywood. All right, y'all, I'm out. I love you. This was fun. I hope you have a great night. Happy Saturday, and have an even better tomorrow. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching. I always wait before I do the button. Bye.